Get a bucket and a mop for the
evening, it is Senator Tikkes, and I hate to break your standard broadcasting, but we have some urgent news. If you look here to my right, there's going to be a TV, and on this TV, I'm going to be showing you a video sent to me by an inside source on the Senate Commandos, showing my dear friend Askak being gravely injured by a Jedi preceding our last broadcast. Today I'm going to be joined with his cousin, or brother, I apologize, Jaak, along with the Chief Judicator, Concorkill. Can I get a round of applause for him?
Woo! Concorkill! Woo!
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 Good job!
Woo!
Yeah! Yeah!
Woo!
Alrighty. So with that being said, I have a couple questions for you guys. So Jaak, just seeing that video, man. How does that? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the video, everybody. Alright, Jaak. So after seeing that video, how does that make you feel, man? I mean, seeing your brother like that, just stabbed through the stomach, or can't really see where the saber went. I'm sorry.
Well, I definitely feel very hurt. I'm very sad because he proved that he was one with the Jedi and he would work with them on a daily basis. And the fact they would just strike him, like, it gets me angry. I just can't believe it. He worked with the Jedi on a daily basis, and this is what they do to him? This is how they repay him? This is outrageous. I demand to see the Jedi that did this. I want to see him accounted for. I want to see him imprisoned for this.
So I can understand that frustration, Jaak. Chief Judicator, as the Chief Judicator, how do you plan on proceeding with this case?
Well, I'll say there is enough evidence to prosecute the Jedi, so I will be speaking to the council about either, or at that, if the council refuses to get him, then we will have the Senate Commando detain him and trial him in the Senate court.
Interesting. And do you think that there's a chance the Jedi do not, give this man up willingly? Do you think they would deny you, the Chief Judicator, your right to prosecute this to the full extent of the law?
There's always a chance, but we always prepare for the worst.
Well, you heard it here first, everybody. The Chief Judicator thinks the Jedi will not comply. Unfortunate. Well, Jaak, I have a couple more questions for you. So what do you plan on doing now that, Askak has been gravely injured? I don't think we'll be seeing him very long.
Well, with his absence as he is critically injured, I will be taking his spot as Chief Voyager for the time being. Hopefully he makes a speedy recovery so that way he can get back to doing his much needed job. I will continue to run affairs for the time being, and hopefully everyone can accept my stand-in. I hope to work with everyone except the Jedi throughout this entire process, and, we'll hope to see the Republic stand tall during this.
Jaak, what do you say to the claims that, you're not fit to take Askak's position?
Well, here's the thing. If I was not fit to take the position that my dear brother had, then how come no one else stood up to the throne? How come no one else was able to take up said spot? I believe that the office of the Chancellor would not promote someone that was not worthy of such a thing. To say that I am not worthy of this spot is to outright say, Supreme Chancellor Palpatine, you are wrong. And I can assure you that is not a response that should ever be given to someone to the likes of him, as he is correct on a daily basis.
Oh, understandable. And last question for you here, Jaak. How do you plan on dealing with the death threats that were given to your dear brother? I believe since you do look like him, you may end up becoming part of the crossfire.
So, I do find it very peculiar that my brother had dealt with many death threats and endangerment on a daily basis, and the fact that I am now caught in the crossfire because we are twins definitely does. I can feel what it's like to stand in his shoes every day. Just for a single day, just standing in it, he must have been through so much, having to hear all of the insults, all because of his standing in the Republic. And I can assure you, no matter what I get, no matter what I hear or experience, I will continue to serve the Republic to my best extent, as I love the Republic dearly, and I hope to see us triumph over this.
Give me one moment. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I gotta give you today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is gonna be NordVPN. Use code ASCAC for 30% off of your first month subscription. But back to what I was saying, Chief Judicator, how do you plan on dealing with these so-called aggressors?
Well, we could possibly lay a trap for him, and so we can bring out the attackers in the light, and then so they're not hiding in the shadows, which will be discussing privately. So, of course, it's not in the news.
Understandable. Well, I guess we'll do something different. Does anyone have any Q&As? We'll do a Q&A from the lobby.
I have a question, sir.
Yes, what is your question?
Do you know the name of the Jedi who hurt Jask?
At this moment, as there's an open investigation, I do not believe we are allowed to let his name be known. But as soon as we move forward in that process, I'm sure his name will be revealed to the public.
I actually have one more question for you.
So
Are
this
you
will be the
against
last question.
all? Yes, this will be my last question. Are you against all Jedi, or only a select few Jedi who are against?
As most of you may know, if you caught last night's video or Republic News story, I guess, the Jedi refused safety to myself, Askak, and Senator Padme. And it just so happens that same day a Jedi gravely injures my dear friend Askak. I do not see that it to be a coincidence. So at the moment, I would say no, the Jedi are not on the best of terms with the Senate.
They're supposed to be peacekeepers, yet they aren't peacekeeping.
Time and time again, they show us that they are more aggressive than even the separatists that we are at war with. Right, well, that concludes today's broadcast. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Oh, I love
Goodbye,
you!
woo!
Woo! Bye, Tikkes, I love you! Woo, woo, woo! I love you, Tikkes!